Here we are. We're good. Hi, Andrea. Okay, we're good. So let's start on our mats. I'm going to mute everyone. Okay, here we go. Now we're recording. Okay, so just come onto your mat and come into a nice seated pose. And really feel your hips. Just really notice how the hips already are open in this position because you've got your thigh bones splayed out to the side. So it may not be splayed out as much as mine are. You can have your feet in front of you, but just try to get the thigh bones, to run out to the sides of the hips. And then if you can come into easy pose, that's good too. Another thing too is easy pose, you can always put a pillow under your hips. It makes it a lot easier for some people who don't like easy pose. It feels more comfortable. All right, so just close your eyes, drop inside. Notice your breath and very intentionally allow your body to just let go of the day's tension. Just slowly. Just let it melt off your shoulders. Release the back of your neck. Why not take the chin to the chest here? Open up the back of the neck here. And then let your head hang forward. Breathe into the back of your neck, into your eyeballs. Unlock your jaw. Slowly bring the head back to center without creating any tension. And then let's just begin to circle here. So we're just turning the spine. All right, now let's do this. Let's do this. Why don't we stop for a moment here? Stop for a moment. What I want you to do is imagine the barrel of your torso right at the center of your torso, right? Like bottom part of your ribs, all the way over your belly and all the way over around. Okay, so what I want you to do is take that barrel, pull it to the right. Just draw that barrel to the right. Now press into the left inner thigh. Bring it back to center, back to neutral. Okay, that barrel, or think of it as like even like a soda can, right? Right here. Well, not really, because we're moving it. It's more flexible. But now draw that barrel, draw the rib cage. There we go, toward the left, and press into your right inner thigh. Okay, now side to side. Rib cage moves from right to left. Pull your navel back. Stay lifted. Stay lifted. You're just taking the rib cage, the torso, side to side, and feel how you're using your abdominal muscles to do this. All right, now let's circle. Now let's circle. I just wanted to make it more concentrated in the abs there, more focused. But right here, forget that focus. Just turn, let your head go side to side. And reverse. And bring it back to center. Take your left arm across your body. Grab the top of your right leg with your left hand and draw your elbow in toward you. Okay, you're still facing straight. Take your right fingertips behind you, still facing straight with the torso. Draw your navel back and now lift it. So instead of taking that energy down to your sitting bones, lift it up towards your heart. And now turn your belly to the right as you press into the left palm. Keep the left shoulder low. You're using the upper arm muscles on the left arm for sure. Now, deep belly breaths right here. And uncoil this back to center. Bring both arms up to the sides, palms up, inhale, just stretching our spine here, palms down, exhale. Left fingertips fall into the ground, right arm comes across, right palm takes the top of that left leg. So it's really easy to turn to the left now. Don't. Draw that right elbow in toward you, lift from the heart, draw the navel back, and pull that energy up toward the chest, toward the heart. Now turn the belly to the left. Oh, yeah. Feel the spine. Feel the spine. Take the left fingertips back some more. Got a good, nice rotation here. Now, deep belly breath in this. Going to take some work to get a belly breath here, right? It's easy to chest breathe when you're this twisted. Make it a deep belly breath. And uncurl back to center here. Take the legs, open them up here, flex both heels. Okay, so it's like you want to draw your toes toward your shins. Now, press so deeply into the back of your legs, press them down so hard toward the ground that your heels pop up. Now draw your navel back. Now take that energy down into the sitting bones. Okay, feel how nicely supported you are here. Okay, now let the heels drop gently to the floor, but press down as much as you can with the heels down. Walk forward with your fingertips, taking your torso forward. Keep the back as long and straight as you possibly can, as long as you can, and then relax your elbows to the ground, round your back, drop your forehead toward the ground, and breathe here into the back of your torso. Let it widen with your inhales. Feel the groin opening up here. Cross the upper back. Soften the back of your neck. Drop your head some more. Press your palms into the ground. Straighten the arms. Walk your hands back toward you to straighten the back. Flex your heels again. Left fingertips toward the left side of you. Right come close to that left leg. Turn your belly button toward your left leg. Get some spin there. Press into the right heel and the back of the right leg as you walk your hands forward toward your left hand. Bringing your body over the left leg slowly, slowly, slowly. Feel the hamstrings open. And some good breaths right here. All right, don't lift up. Take the left hand over the left ankle. Grab the inside of the ankle, inside of the foot, or even the lower part of the leg. Bend your left elbow to come lower, and then release your right hand to the ground and reach out beyond your left toes with your right fingertips. Now, as you're pressing out through your right fingertips, draw the right hip bone away from the front of you. So just kind of round it back a little bit just to open the the waist and the lower back here. Now come on, drop down a little deeper. Keep that right heel rooted into the ground. Keep the back of that right leg pressing down. And bring in some deep breaths here. Turn your torso towards center. Now release that right arm so that it's over your right ear. Now cartwheel up. Back to center. Take the left hand over so it's at the inside of that right leg. Right fingertips to the outside of that leg. Turn your navel to the right leg. Press into a left heel that's flexed and walk your fingers forward toward your foot. And bring yourself down over that leg, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. There's the hamstrings opening. Press into the left heel. All right, I'm going to give you another cue to open the left waist. I'll give it to you later when we get down there, but I've thought of another one. All right, so just drop down, drop down. Easy, easy, easy. It's okay if the knee is bent. Take your right hand over that leg, over that ankle. Grab the inside of the ankle, foot, or leg. Bend your right elbow to bring you down a little more. Now lift the left hand off the ground and reach out beyond your right toes. Okay, here we go. Let's try another one. I'm going to show you how to open the left waist, excuse me. Press into the left heel and turn that foot away from center just a little bit. And then come down a little more. Yeah, reach down, reach, reach, reach. Hopefully that helped. Now turn your torso towards center. Arm is over your ear. This is an intense side stretch. And cartwheel up. Take both hands to the insides of the legs. Slide them down toward the feet, nice and slowly. Once you get to the lower part of the legs or the ankles, take the hands under the ankles or the legs and press the legs or the ankles into the hands. Now bend your elbows and come straight down with your torso right in the center. Breathe here deeply. And lift it up, release. Take both feet in front of you. Bend your right knee to the side. Right sole of the foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. You've got that left leg jutting right out from the hip. Press that right knee toward the ground. Bring your fingertips in front of you. Flex the left foot and just scooch the heel and the left sitting bone back a bit. And now come on down over that leg as you press your right knee to the ground as you're coming down. So we've got the right inner thigh accessed and the right lower back here. And more than that, you can feel some of the thigh muscles working here, stretching. And lift up from here. Both legs forward. Seated forward fold. Rock your hips side to side and then start scooching them back one at a time. And then at the same time, bring your chest forward. And that's a way to come right on over the legs with your torso seated forward fold. Deep breaths here. All right, now bend, oh, sorry, come on back up. Bend the left knee out to the side. Right leg stays straight, coming right out of the thigh. Press that left knee as close to the ground as you can get it. Fingertips are right here at the edges of your leg, your right leg. Now you flex the right heel and just scooch it back right along with the sitting bone. Okay, now come on over that leg. Press the left knee toward the ground. And slowly bring it back up. Take the soles of your feet together here. Grab the tops of your feet with your fingers, and then the thumbs press into your insteps and the soles of your feet. Get those heels as close to your body as possible. Now squeeze the elbows into your body as you press your torso forward and you drop your shoulders. It's all isometric and it's mostly in the core, the torso, the lower legs. Excuse me, the inner thighs. All right, now come forward, just round forward over this. Nice. Keep pressing those elbows into your inner thighs. Try to stay open. Take some deep breaths here. and release. All right, swinging it around, coming into table pose. All right, so what we're going to do here, well, let's just start with cat and cow. Let's stay with the spine first before we move into some hips, which we've, of course, started with already. So get those fingers spread apart and press deeply into your mat. Press some more until you feel the energy draw up from the wrists all the way to the upper arms and the shoulders. Now lift the belly toward the spine. Nice, strong table pose. Drop your gaze and look back at your knees. They should just be right under your hips. All right. Now take your gaze between your hands, lifting the belly. All right. Curl the tail up to the ceiling. Drop your belly. Press into the lower part of your palms as you bend the elbows and press them back, and you press the chest forward. So it's an internally active pose we're doing here, right? All right, now close your eyes. I want you to feel your spine. Notice how you've got this nice big saddle curve in your spine. We're going to lift that curve and bring it up to the ceiling. We're going to round our tail down toward the ground and drop our head, coming into cat pose. Now in cat pose, press into those hands, keep the arms nice and long, and now just do a little rotation so the inner part of the elbows are facing each other, and press some more. Get a little doming for the upper back here. Now take your chin to your chest. All right. And now take it back to cat pose. Excuse me, to cow pose. And now to cat. And a cow. And another cat pose here. All right, curl your toes. You can see them here. Curl your tail, lift your belly, and then press your hips back towards your heels. Now push your hips way down so that you're pressing them down toward your toes, and you're pressing your toes into the mat. Get a good opening at the undersides of both feet. Now drop your elbows straight down. Widen your fingers even some more. Keep your torso just this low. Just lift your head enough so you can see the front of your mat, the front edge. Now glide forward in this position with your torso, glide forward, and then lift when your heart comes between your hands. Curl your tail, press the hips back, press down toward the heels. Walk your hands back to the sides of your legs and lift your torso. Okay, now take your hands to the tops of your thighs, lift your chest, draw your elbows in. Okay, nice. Now come forward with a straight torso. Hands are still on the thighs. And then drop the head into the ground and drop the arms to the sides of the body. Toes are still curled. Let your arms fall to the sides. Take your hands at the sides of your head. Straighten your arms to lift. Walk it forward and come back into table pose and release the toes. Uncurl them. All right, take the left knee in a couple inches and lift the right knee to the side. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to spin the femur, the thigh bone, in a circle here to open the right hip. So first, take your knee toward your shoulder. Now lift it up. Now lift that knee back. Now take that knee to the left side of your mat, not touching. Now bring it back again and forward, down, back, lift, forward. Okay, so what you're doing is you're making this really big kind of oblong shape, right? So what you really want to do is you want to just rotate that femur within the hip and get a nice big range of motion. Okay, keep the knee to the side here. Now take that knee back and press it all the way over to the left without touching the ground, but really close. Now bring it up to the side again. Bring it back over to the side of your mat. Bring it up again to the side. Now listen, we're going to keep doing this, but try to keep the hips level. Try to make all the movement come from just the thigh, okay? You're not going to swivel the hips around, turn them right or left. Keep them facing your mat. One more time, diagonally to the side. And bring it down again, table pose. Okay, now bring your right knee in a few inches. Lift the left knee up to the side, bring it to your shoulder, bring it up, back and across. Swing it over to the side, lift it up again, forward toward the shoulder, down and back. So I know it's kind of like that movement is kind of weird and awkward, but just think about like taking your knee and drawing this like really weird oblong-y thing, like toward your shoulder and then across your back and to the side, then up again to the side. All right, now bring your knee to the left and up. Okay, turn your hips toward the mat and keep them there. Take that knee all the way over and to the right side, almost touching the ground, and then bring it back up again in that fire hydrant position, and then back and over again, and then to the side, up, down, to the right side. One more time, bring it up, diagonally behind you, and bring it back into table pose here. Oh yeah, feel those hips. All right, now rock your hips from side to side. Keep your belly lifted so you're really going side to side here. Again, keep the hips so that hip bones are facing your mat. You're just swinging them side to side, and when you get to one side, push out toward that side. Press. Yeah, out to the side. All right. Okay, nice table position here. Let's throw in some shoulders. Thread the needle, right arm comes up. Take it behind that wrist. Right palm is up. Drop down into your right shoulder. Right side of your head. All right. Now, what about that left arm? You can bring it up toward the ceiling, catch raindrops, or you can bind it, or you can put it anywhere where it feels comfortable, and then get back to that right shoulder and release some more weight into it. And release left palm into the mat, press into it to lift up, come back into your table pose, get everything nice and recalibrated. Other arm, left arm comes up, goes behind that wrist, drop down into it. Right arm, whatever you want to do, just get it out of the way. And then every breath, every exhale, drop more deeply into that shoulder. All right, right palm, press it into your mat, lift it up, and then stand up on your knees. Okay. Bring your arms out to the sides. Turn the palms back and pinkies forward. Take your arms back here. Okay. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bend your elbows, intertwine your fingers, and then straighten the arms again. Now, lift your chest up to the ceiling. And then if you want to, take your hands to your lower back, press your thumbs into like the SI joint area. Wrap your fingers around the sides of your body and give yourself a nice little chest opener here. And bring it up. Okay, take your left leg forward into the ground, right knee stays put. Left hand rests to the top of your leg, right arm comes up. Okay, I think I'm going to face you, that might be easier. Okay, grab a hold of a doorknob, okay, and then push the fists up to the ceiling. Okay, so fist is facing forward, keep it there. Bring the arm back. Now turn that fist so that it's facing inward, like toward your body. And then bring the arm up. And then back. And then forward. And back. Now bring it up from here. And forward. So rotate that arm bone so that you get the biggest rotation in the shoulder you can get. Nice. Switch legs, take the left knee back, right foot forward. Okay, find some stability. You might need a drishti for balance. Okay, bring this arm out to the side. Turn your fist forward. Or I should say fingertips forward when you make a fist. Lift up to the ceiling. Punch up toward the sky. Okay, keep that nice extension in the arm as you bring it back. And lift it. Reverse. And forward. All right, bring your hands down. Scoot your feet with your right foot back, and then the left foot next to the right. And just come up here to standing position. Lifting up, 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 and hinge from your hips, swan dive forward. Forward fold here as you grab the backs of your legs or your ankles, and you just let your torso just flop down. Good traction on the neck here, feel that. Press into the shins, monkey pose here. Lift the belly. So you should be able to bring your arms out to the sides, no problem, right? You still have that nice L shape with your body. Take your right fingertips to the ground, right in the front. Bend your right knee, lift your left sitting bone, lift your left arm and turn. If you want to, you can put a bind here, add a little more twist. Release the left arm up to the ceiling, bring that hand down. Bend the left knee, lift the right sitting bone and the right arm and turn here. Again, binding is an option for those of you who like to bind. And release that hand back down. Bend the knees, take your arms forward, sit in a chair. All right, now bring your arms down. We're going to go over the fence. Okay, we're going to use arms to help us do this. So swing your left arm forward and up, pick your body up, and come over the fence with your left leg. Now squat. Right arm brings the right leg. Squat. Let's go over it again. To the side and the other side. Put a nice big squat in between. Yeah. So just by doing a few of these, you're going to get a feel for what works best for you in terms of the arm movement. If that arm movement isn't a plus for you, put your hands at the waist and just go over the fence with your hands at your waist. Keep the belly pulled back, keep the core active here. Okay, bring it to the other side. Here we go. Stay here. Bring your arms forward and just pulse. 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 Keep the back straight. Tailbone straight. You're not tucking in the tailbone at all here. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse and hold. Swing the arms back. Bring them forward and lift. Reach up here. Open your arms to the sides. Open the chest to the ceiling. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Bring it up again. Swan dive forward. Forward fold right here. Monkey pose. And fold over again. Forward fold. All right, now walk your hands toward the front of your mat and feet toward the back. And look for your down dog. Keep your belly lifted. Keep pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Nice. I want you to feel your spine all the way up to the very top of the neck, the base of the skull. Feel that nice, long, straight spine, and it's inverted too. Bend your right knee and press your left heel back. Let's open up the calf muscles with this. Other side, press that right heel back, bend the left knee a lot. There's the right side, calf muscles. Again, left and right. Come up to your tippy toes. Press into your toe pads. Lift your heels some more. Lift your belly. Feel your hands pressing into your mat. Press more fully. Keep your belly lifted as you bend your knees and bring them as close to your mat as possible. Keep pressing into your hands. Lift your belly. Take your right knee toward your right elbow. Send the leg straight back. Right elbow, back. Right elbow, back. Right elbow, place the foot into the ground again. Left knee, left elbow, and back. Okay, you got it. Two more. And back into the ground. Lift those hips for down dog again. Bring the left foot in a bit. Lift the right leg up. Push back with the chest. Drop the left heel as close to the mat as you can. Flex the right heel, lift it a little higher, and pulse it to the ceiling. You know what I forgot to tell you? This is the last class, just in case some of you pop out a little early. Last class. I'm going to send out something about the new live stream, which will start first thing in January. All right, bounce it, bounce it. Nice. Now turn your hips and open them to the right. Now notice that you've loaded into the left shoulder some more. Press into the left hand and push the mat away from you. Now lift the right ankle to the ceiling, pulse that. Keep the belly pulled back toward the spine, everyone. Keep this thing nice and controlled. All right, turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes forward between your hands. Press into the left toe pads, feel that mat beneath them, and then shimmy them toward the back of your mat.
There's the glutes. Now you have access to them. Squeeze the left butt cheek. Squeeze the left inner thighs. There you go. Okay, take the left hand close to that foot, the right foot. Reach out with the right arm. Reach out some more. As you're reaching out toward the right fingertips, press away from you with the left heel. Forward with the fingertips, back with the heel, right? Those are your two opposing forces here. Lift the arm to the ceiling and rotate. Keep that right hip drawn in, everyone. And again, bind if you want to. Bring the arm forward and down again from your rotation. Now press into the right foot a lot and straighten the knee as the hips come back. Walk your hands back. Pyramid pose as you bend the elbows back and drop your forehead toward your shin. Okay, so you've got the right hamstrings opened up right underneath you here. What about the left calf muscles? If you press that left heel back a lot, you'll get those too. Now bend the right knee until it's over the right ankle. Drop the left knee gently to the ground, top of the foot. Pick up the torso, walk your fingertips back, and press your hips forward for a left hip flexor stretch. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just take some time to feel that. That's a hard one to get. In fact, I don't think people, unless you do yoga or really target that with other stuff, it's hard to get. Straighten the right leg, take that heel into the ground, toes up to the ceiling. Now you've got the back of that leg nice and super open. Now you can come down over it. And step forward again. Curl the back toes, lift the knee. Okay, look back at that left foot. You're going to want to take it to the side and slightly forward. Look for a warrior one foundation and then lift up off it. Okay, press into that back leg, that back foot. Squeeze that left butt cheek. Hands in Namaste Mudra overhead. Bring them down. Lift the elbows. Press the hands into one another. Keep the shoulders low. Feel that in the shoulders and the chest? Nice and lit up. Okay, rotate the fingertips toward you. Keep pressing into the hands, everyone. Now press the wrists away from you. Now fingertips forward. Keep pressing. Now fingertips away from you. There's the wrists. You can see them. Bring them toward your heart. Elbows stay away. Bring it to the regular mudra here and soften. Bring both arms straight up. And open it up, warrior two. All right, now straighten your right knee, reach out toward your right fingertips, drop the right arm, lift the left. Triangle pose. Okay, and again, binders, you can put a bind in your triangle. Release the bind. Look down at your right foot. Bend that knee. Stop when it's over the ankle. Okay, now look out to the side again. Bring the left arm over your ear. Intense side stretch. Press into the outer edge of that left foot. Reach out through the left fingertips and open the left waist with this. Draw your navel back, cartwheel up, warrior two again. Turn your right foot so that it's facing the edge of your mat. Okay, now you're standing in a nice wide V position. Take your hands to your hips. Press your fingertips into your hip bones. And now press your thumbs into your lower back. That's right where you want to hinge. Press into the thumbs and kind of lift that tissue, that flesh. Okay, that reminds you just to bend from there. And then bring it all the way down, upside down for a nice inversion here. Some more traction on our neck. Feel those wing bones, make them heavy. Let gravity take them. All the soft tissue around them gets a nice stretch and release. Hands underneath your head and walk your hands forward. We're going to go into a nice wide dog here. So feel your hands pressing into the floor. And then drop your head between your biceps. Send your heart as if you want to press it right between your legs. Another inversion with a really nice stretched spine. Now glide forward. Walk your hands back. Take your right foot, pivot it so that it's facing the front of your mat. Left foot about 45 degrees. Come on up to warrior one. And now float it down. We're going to go into pigeon pose for the right hip. If you do pigeon on the ground, okay, if you do it on the ground, you're going to have your left ankle over the top of your, right ankle over the top of your left leg. So come on down. All right, and slowly bring yourself up. Bring your hands to the edges of your mat. Now, if you don't want to do this, if you're on your back, just stay there. If you don't want to do this one, just stay in your pigeon pose and forget it. We're just going to put a little intensity into this pigeon. So press your pigeon chest forward, this big puffy chest. Tuck your chin, your little beak, down toward your chest. That's it. So keep that. Now, bend the elbows back and feel as if you want to drag the bottom of your palms toward the back of your mat as you press your chest forward. Those are those two opposing movements. Back with the wrists, forward with the chest. Now drop the head and slowly come up. Okay, here's where the intensity is. Bend the elbows back. You want to drag the hands back, but they won't move. Send the heart forward and lift and release. One more. Bring those elbows back, chest forward, and release. All right, curl the back toes, lift that knee, squeeze the butt cheek, press into the hands, bring the right foot back, find your dog again. All right, right foot comes in a bit this time, root into it, lift the left leg, flex the left heel, press the chest back. Okay, lift that heel, it's flexed, and just pulse it toward the ceiling. Hips are facing down now. Nice and controlled. Keep it lifted. Keep it lifted here. Turn and open the hips to the left. Lift that ankle a little higher to the ceiling. Okay, notice you've got more weight in the right shoulder. Press into the right hand. The more you press into the right hand, the stronger the shoulder becomes. And then it can bear that weight. Now, pulse the ankle toward the ceiling. Keeping the leg long, keeping the navel pulled back. Keep it lifted. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Take the left foot forward between your hands, and you're in lunge pose. All right, press into the toe pads, right foot, shimmy them back toward the back of your mat. Nice and long, long, long in that leg. Squeeze the right butt cheek. You're going to feel the right inner thigh react too. Take your right hand close to the left foot. Reach forward. That's it. Press the right heel back. So just notice that. Notice how you're drawing forward into the left fingertips, back into the left heel. Okay, that's stretching you. That's bringing you forward and back. Now lift that arm to the ceiling and draw that left hip in towards center. Binders, you can certainly put a bind here. Release the left arm forward to the side of that foot. Look back at your toes. They should still be facing forward. Charge down into that left foot. Bring that energy up into the calf muscles. Feel it? Straighten the leg. Hips come back. Walk your hands back, fingertips forward. Now bend your elbows back and drop your torso toward your left leg. All right, so you got the hamstrings underneath you here. You can feel that. Want to add the back calf muscles? Press that right heel back. Yeah, now you got the left hamstrings and the right calf muscles. Both working for you. Bend the knee, come forward, drop the right knee to the ground, top of the right foot. Walk your fingertips back as you lift the torso, press forward, and there's that hip flexor again. I was reading something about aging and how important it is to keep the hip flexors strong. I don't know. I can't think of anything else that I do besides yoga that really gets them like this. Okay, straighten the front leg. Bring that toes up to the ceiling. Walk your hands back again. Press the back of that leg toward the ground and then drop your body down toward that leg. So here, the hamstring is so open, you can almost feel where it inserts up toward that left hip, right? Walking it forward here, step that foot into the ground, curl the back toes, lift the knee. Take that right foot out to the side, about 45 degrees. Make sure the feet are on two different tracks, not the same. And come on up, warrior one. All right, squeeze the left butt cheek and sit a little lower. Bring your arms out to the sides. Rotate the pinkies forward, palms back. Get those triceps, get those triceps. Now bring the arms back. Turn the palms toward each other. Feel as if you've got this big overinflated beach ball that you're hanging on to and you're just squeezing it. Squeeze, squeeze. So rhomboids, get between the shoulder blades. Do you feel that? Squeeze, release, squeeze, 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 release. Nice, nice, nice. Lifting the arms up to the ceiling. Opening this up to warrior two. All right. Straighten the left knee. Reach out toward the left. Drop the left arm, lift the right. Yeah, triangle pose. And of course, you can always put a bind in your triangle. And if you do, use that to rotate your torso to the right a little more. Look down at your left foot, bend the left knee, release the right arm, bring it over your ear. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Now warrior one, bring it forward and bring it down. We're going to get the left hip. Pigeon pose. Send that right leg straight back. If you're on your back, you've got the left ankle to the top of the right thigh. You're grabbing under that right thigh, bringing it toward you to open the left hip. Okay, so you can, if you're on your back, just stay where you're at. Okay. If you are in traditional pigeon pose and you want to come up and add on, go ahead. Otherwise, just stay down. All right, hands at the edges of your mat, fingertips forward. So the hands are just a little bit in front of the shoulders. So first, puff out your chest, tuck your beak into it. Okay, keep that. So you want to keep that pressing forward from the back, right from the mid back. You want to keep that pressing forward feeling and puffing the chest out. Now, bend the elbows and at the same time, feel as if you want to drag the bottoms of your palms toward the bottom of your mat. All right, and then press your chest forward at the same time. Now release it all and bring that up. Okay, so it's an intense isometric. Pull back, press forward with the chest, come down slowly, and release. Again, this time, feel how you're coming over on that left hip and giving a new sensation to that left hip when you come down like this. And up. All right, curl the back toes, lift the back knee, bring the other leg back, walk it to the center of your mat, bring the feet about hip distance apart, bend the knees, drop your belly between your thighs or into your thighs or close to them if you can't get that far down. Drop your head in the front of your knees and grab the backs of your ankles. So you're just this standing little ball here. Back is so nice and rounded. Put some deep belly breaths in here. Let them open your back body, your upper back, your mid back, your low back. Deep breaths. Now swing your arms back, lift up. We're going to waterfall, not sideways today, just straight down. Knees bent, come on down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth. Two more. Here's one. Last one. Stay down. Bend your elbows, gently clasp opposite hands to elbows. Let that clasping make your arm bones really heavy. Now make your skull heavy and let gravity take you side to side if you want to. And back to center, release the elbows. Be aware of the soles of your feet pressing into your mat and then slowly roll up. Lift your shoulders to your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring the shoulders back and down. Bring your right arm up. Drop your left shoulder. Bend your right elbow. Take the side of your head. And then gently right ear to right shoulder. Let the left neck open up. Release that. Release the right arm. Left arm comes up. Drop the right shoulder. Reach up left fingertips. Bend the elbow. Get the side of your head. Left ear to left shoulder. Right side of your neck opens up. So just try to be kind to the places in your body that are tight. Like my right side of my neck has been tight for a while now, probably for a good week. And it's like right now, it would be so easy to get frustrated, but instead, so don't bring any antagonism into it. Make it all really kind and gentle and be patient. Wait. And release here. Both arms come up. Namaste Mudra over your crown. Float it down to your heart. Fingertips press into the heart center and your forehead drops to your fingertips. All right. So let's bring it down on our backs. All right. Gonna do a little bit of core and some more stretches here. Let's just rock side to side along the lower back, side to side, side to side. Now give yourself a full body stretch right here. Take the knees into the chest, clasp them. All right. Draw those elbows in really close to your body, press them into your thighs. Now lift your head up to the ceiling. Now take your hands up, bring them together, get them under your head at the base of your skull. Elbows are nice and open. Draw the navel down toward the ground. Feel it connect with your mat. Straighten both legs. Bring them in. Look straight up at the ceiling. Straighten and in. Upper and lower abs. We don't have much time, so I'm doing something kind of concentrated. Straighten. Bring them in and pulse right at the top. Exhale. Hold it. Straighten the right leg. Flex the right heel. Turn your torso toward the left. Pulse it here. Obliques. Bring it back to center. Switch legs. Turn it to the other side. Pulse to the other side. Okay, ready to bike? One side and then the other. Take it back to center, knees to the chest, straighten, draw that navel down, everyone. Okay, if this is getting to be too much for you, keep your legs closer to the ceiling, farther from the floor. Now bring the knees in, bring the head down, and grab your shins. Press those thighs deeply into your torso. Try to keep the lower back connected to the mat. Don't lift it too much. Yeah, trying to get the whole spine here. Open the arms, T position. Wrap the right leg over the left. Chin to the chest. Relax those shoulders completely. Now drop the legs to the left. Full belly breaths right here. Relax everything. Notice your right hip. Notice your lower back. Notice the right rib cage, right chest, and into the right shoulder, possibly even migrating into the right arm. A lot going on here. Breathe into all of it. Feel your torso move when you breathe here. All right, squeeze those legs together, draw your navel back, bring the legs back to center, uncross, rock those hips side to side again, and this time walk them toward the bottom of your mat, chin to the chest. Prepping for the other side here. Knees bent, shoulders relaxed, left leg over, and falling to the right side this time. Take your time, just let the legs settle. Then you can release that right shoulder. And then you can scan, you can feel it, left hip, lower back, left rib cage, left shoulder and chest. And then you add those nice deep belly breaths. Notice the feeling in the eyeballs and across the forehead, right? When you twist the spine, the body this much, there's a nice mental release. Squeeze that belly back, bring the legs back to center, uncross the legs side to side, and now just little circles with the knees to massage your lower back. And reverse. And then cross at the ankles, flick the feet up to the ceiling and to the mat, and then come around and come on down. So crocodile pose, feet are toed in, stack your palms, rest your forehead on the top hand, and just allow the body to fully release. All right, bringing the palms into your mat, chest level. Oops, sorry if there was a cracking sound on the mic. Okay, feet are toed in. Notice that the neck is in alignment with the rest of your spine. You're looking straight down at the mat with your head slightly lifted, but definitely not looking forward, right? That would compress your neck. We've got it nice and open here. Lift the pubic bone, roll it to the belly, drop it down again. Ready? Ready? Slowly peel off the mat. Take your time. Press into the hands as little as possible. Recruit those back muscles to do the work. And then come down again, nice and slowly. And lift up again. And with this one, you can put a lateral twist at the top, either if you're your back bendy thing or your cobra. Coming down again. Once your forehead touches the mat, turn your head to one side, release your arms along the sides of your body, palms up, feet are still toed in, but you can bring the legs apart if that feels better. Bring them a little farther apart. And then slowly turn your head to the other side. Resting on that cheekbone. And then head comes back to center, palms into the mat, lift up into table pose. And now we're coming down into our really slow and easy child's pose. Tuck the tail, draw back toward your heels, slowly stretching the spine along the way. Nestle into this. All right, so if you're staying for Shavasana, you can flip over. And of course, you're at home, so if you want to put, so you can put a pillow under your head, but not a fat pillow, right? If you want to Really, it's better to do a neck roll and do a little pillow kind of under your neck. But if you really do need a little bit more propping, if that doesn't feel good, kind of a flatter pillow and more squished down into the neck area for support. All right. So find your breath and be with it. Be with every one of your in-breaths. Be with each of your out-breaths. And if you lose track, if your mind wanders, just find your breath again. It's always there. Easy to find, easy to hang on to, easy to anchor into the here and the now, which is where the inner peace is. So when you're here in Shavasana pose, right, your body, your physical body becomes more and more relaxed. Your mind body becomes more relaxed, and you're more aware of your thoughts and your feelings. They're no longer in the background like they are for most of the day, right? Most of your waking hours. They're pretty obvious. And also you'll notice that it's easier here to bring the mind body into the physical body to unite them. And you'll also notice that your consciousness, your awareness becomes very clear. Excuse me. So, this right here is the essence of yoga. This is what yoga is, right? Yuga, union, the coming together of mind, body, and spirit. So, just enjoy that feeling. And let go of any control of your breath. Just let the breath be. Notice it, but don't force anything. Just observe it. And then, if you want to, you can bring your awareness outside your body. So, just bring your awareness outside of your body as if you're standing over yourself, looking down at yourself. Just notice a peaceful look on your face. Notice how relaxed your body is, how your belly moves as you breathe.
And now come back inside and sense the breath from inside your body. The rise and fall of your belly, your chest. The awareness of your thoughts and your feelings. The feeling of your inner peace, your inner quiet, your stillness. And in your practice tonight, if you'd like to put a prayer, an intention, or a sankalpa within your practice, you can do that now. Or not. And then just hold that prayer in your heart. And with your next exhale, let it go. And beginning your transition. Nice and slow and easy. And then gently roll to one side. And then slowly make your way to seated pose. All right. Arms open wide. Inhale up. And exhale, bring your mudra to your heart. Namaste. It's down to the three of us again. What's going on? All right, Chris, Shelley, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the year. Happy holidays to you. And hopefully I'll see you in 2024.
Yep. Thank you, Laura.
Absolutely. Thank you, Laura. Happy holidays.
Thanks. Thanks, Shelley. Thanks, Chris.
Yep. See you next month.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.